Alright, hello everyone and welcome to System Magic. As always, we're your hosts. My name's Greg, this is Andrew, and joining us for this special stream is RC Top 4 competitor Max McVety, who you can see above us.
Hi.
Who top 4'd the RC playing Toxic, and we're just about to hop into some matches, but before we do, Max, can you tell us a little bit about this deck and
Sure.
what made it so good?
Yeah, so I've always kind of been an aggro player at heart, and to me this is the best aggressive deck in Standard. Mono red kind of sucks, Azorius Soldiers kind of sucks. This one at least, I think personally is good against Esper, and going to the event I thought Esper was the deck to beat. So that's sort of what led to the choice. I mostly just chose it because I like playing the deck, and the main thing I'm doing differently is playing with 4 Audacity main. I got the idea from Canister. He played it at his RC in Europe. And I just think it's really good for pushing through early poison to get to corrupted, either with venerated Rot Priest triggers or just trample on a toxic guy, because then your Seed Core and Spell's Hive become really powerful cards, and then your deck's actually kind of competitive in Standard instead of being a pile of trash.
Do you have any comment on the mathematically perfect 3 Jawbone duelists?
Basically I needed to cut a card, and it's the worst card in the deck. I would probably play less. If I was going to play this event again, I'd probably play 2 and add a Mirrix and just play 24 lands. It's kind of like a limited card. It's not really a constructed card. It just kind of fills the curve, and that's all it really does.
Yeah. Do you know if there's anything from the new set that could be added to Toxic? I mean, notably, there are no cards with Toxic in the new set.
Yeah, there's no Toxic cards. There's not that many green or white cards I'm interested in, but there is this Phyrexian Lord that gives all your Phyrexians menace, but it's black. But maybe you can splash it with the Seed Core and some other lands.
4 mirrors for the Seed Core sort of thing, and then maybe a few black duels.
Yeah, it's rough that there's not white-black or green-black fast lands.
But there is Concealed Courtyard.
No, there isn't.
There's not, but there's Secluded Courtyard.
Oh, there's Secluded Courtyard. Sorry, yes.
Which one's... that's the... you can name Phyrexian. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that card might be good, but it might not be worth stretching the mana, because then casting Audacity and Squelch's Hive and the black spell all in one deck are is kind of hard. But it'd be cool if it worked out. I would love to just run this deck back with some small changes at the PT that's in 3 weeks.
Nice.
Alright, sorry, excuse me while I drop from this Esper League on 2-0 in. Chat, rarely seeing me drop from leagues. Normally I do it off camera when I need to do it. But yeah, you're seeing my just reckless disregard for play points. But anyway, alright, we can hop in some matches. I have no idea what the queue time is going to be, because notably this format is over in literally hours.
Yeah, we're hoping that people will have to finish out some leagues today. So we'll have some league opponents who are finishing out leagues. I think if we have to wait over, I'm going to say 6 minutes, we're going to just move to Arena and start playing there.
Yeah, it's really...
Sounds good.
It's really going to be one of our most put together and well thought out streams. I think we can all agree.
Yeah.
So we'll just see exactly how things play out.
There we go.
All right.
Max is our first visible stream guest, by the way. So big first for the stream.
Hi. Man, no one drop is pretty bad. But I'd probably just still keep.
Yeah, I mean, it seems kind of maniacal to mulligan this hand, but it also is pretty bad. Also, our opponent's probably playing mono white. Keep that in mind.
Oh, this was their name?
Because MTG bot says they were last seen playing mono white, although it was 29 days ago.
The Story Evil's pretty good against mono white. It kills ossification.
Alright, so you like this keep on the play against white?
It was 29 days ago that they were seen playing white.
I guess if I know it's white, maybe we need a mulligan for a little bit of a faster hand.
Yeah, I mean, 29 days ago, Greg's right. Maybe that means nothing.
I think it means nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, I keep hands like this. Your mana isn't very good, so this has good mana at least.
Also, great question about today's candle sponsor. We've got a nice charcoal and black teak returning candle from the Threshold brand. Honestly, I get allergies this time of year as spring is starting, so I can't smell very well, so I can't really comment about how nice this one smells. But it has notes of birch and lavender, and perhaps Andrew can say something about its smell.
It's okay. It's pretty subtle. Wow, look, our flawless mana is playing out.
Now, hopefully we can Maybe we can use a Gondra one day. That'd be nice.
Let's not get too ahead of ourselves
So
here.
do we think they're mono blue just from seeing Basic Island?
Probably.
I
Hard
did
to
play
say.
against mono blue at regionals.
Did you really?
Yeah,
That's
round
shocking.
1. This is my opponent that I almost toxicked out.
Oh yes.
My
yes.
opponent conceded. They had 7 poison counters and no cards in hand. My board was Skrelv, Wedding Announcement, the 3 1/1s, and no cards in hand. And I think the race was on for me to kill him with poison before normal damage.
Okay, so if we slam Blow Contaminator, I think they're going to counter it.
Yeah, I like 2 things here. Sure.
Yeah, so I guess we start with Slaughter Singer.
Um,
It's a little.
I think what I really would have done is not play Gondro and jam Horse into the counterspell.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But,
That's fair. You're right.
okay.
I leaked info.
but might as well just play Horse first in case they have the thing that like counters it unless they pay 4. Maybe they'll
Yeah.
counter it.
Yeah. Scatter Ray.
Yeah.
It's just that it's weird because we're telegraphing that we have a Slaughter Singer to play by doing anything pre-combat.
We
is
could
the weird
also
part.
just attack, right?
Well, yeah, but we want the bonus damage off the Slaughter Singer.
Yeah, but I'd rather the Slaughter Singer resolve than get the 1 damage.
So you're saying you're proposing not playing Slaughter Singer if they let us resolve?
Yeah. Just attack and play it post-combat.
Like maybe they'll I don't know
Yeah.
what would happen.
We do choose our guest stars based on magic results.
Yeah, nothing to do with friendship. They
Yeah.
don't really like me that much.
Oh my god.
I want you to know that when I was a recurring guest on the Good Luck High Five podcast, one of my main incentives for doing well at tournaments was if I did well, I got to be on their stream.
You just got a free damage.
Yeah, pretty insane, honestly. Why did they scatter Crawling Chorus? That seems pretty maniacal.
I mean,
to me.
I think they were kind of worried we were then just going to attack, pass, and their mana was going to be wasted. Oh,
Oh.
baby.
Okay, well, I want to slam this, I think.
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, you never get a chance to kill their thing, and now we do. So let's.
Yeah, it seems pretty maniacal to play Slaughter Singer.
I mean,
here,
Slaughter
even though-
Singer is pretty good, but...
Well, yeah, but the deck just can never win if Hydrogen isn't in play. I
Yeah.
think.
And next turn they would just go bananas with everything costing 1 less.
Yes. Whereas now there's at 6 poison, and that's very bad for them, I would say.
Is this a maniacal stream? I don't think so.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow. That's not a show of strength. Yeah, I do. I
Now-
was told I have to up my nonsense because, Andrew and Max are both heavy strategy. So, I don't know. I guess I have to try harder.
Yeah, whereas past guests have brought a mix of nonsense strategy, Max mostly brings strategy. Is the
Yeah.
thing. All right, Max. So I assume this is good.
Yeah, kill spells seem good, and I think Audacity is pretty bad.
Is Annex Entry good?
Yeah.
Seems decent.
I guess it doesn't get the 5/5, but it does get some other things.
It just gets Hottie-Jin, right?
Well, they might have Ledger Shredder. We don't know.
Oh. I wouldn't bring in
Yeah.
all 4. That seems... a little
Maybe,
maniacal
2?
to me.
Yeah, and just cut all the Audacities.
I mean, Audacity's definitely our worst card, but I think this might be a job when Duelist stays in matchup.
Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with drop on Duelist. We might wish we had more sentries depending on what we see, but I kind of like keeping the curve low. Oh, actually, I also normally used to board out Bloated Contaminator, but I would rather cut Audacity first. Maybe could we cut
Bring in Announcement.
I think Max has to lower the curve against counter
Okay.
spells.
Yeah, I don't think Malira does anything either. I used to have a lot more removal spells, but now I cut them all for this event. So I guess I board like this.
Yeah, this seems reasonable.
Is the stream mostly nonsense because we're playing a standard format that will be dead in minutes?
Oh, Eric get their hot toxic tips, and they can use them for so long, Greg.
That's true.
Also,
I think I'm 20% to play this exact list at the PT, so it's not even that relevant.
I'm gonna force Max to put the white battle in his sideboard, though.
I'm
just so
sure
Cat
this
knows.
new set that's Wizards marquee set that they've been building up to for many, many years, I'm sure it's not that powerful, and not many of the cards will have impact on standard.
Well, wait, I think that might be true, Greg.
Really?
I mean, I'm not sure. Obviously, I have done no standard testing and plan to do none. But I think this set is not that good for standard. Mostly because I looked at the entire set and I was not sure Esper Legends gained anything.
Yeah.
And I think Esper Legends is the best deck going in. and I'm not exactly sure what Grixis gains either. So like if the best decks aren't gaining, like maybe new decks can emerge to like compete with them.
Yeah.
But that's a tough road to hoe.
That's true.
Anyway. So
you're saying Toxic has a chance to still be good?
That isn't not what I'm saying.
I guess still be good in quotes is important to say.
Yeah, I think it's very plausible Toxic will be as good as it was previously. I think this hand is a keep, but it's kind of bad.
What do you think?
Well, snap keep. Best hand I've ever seen.
Okay.
But I think what one drop to play first in general in this deck is one of the more important decisions you make.
But I don't have a choice.
Why?
It's a slow land.
Oh, it's a slow land. Oh.
Does that affect whether or not you want to keep the hand?
I definitely still keep, but I'm curious what we do. Maybe we
Maybe we could play slow land into double one. Is what you're thinking?
Yeah.
I mean that's plausible. Hey, Zax, welcome.
Wow. Whatever, Azax.
Because I want to have the Skrelv in play when we play the Contaminator.
There aren't LCQs for the PT, but there are PTQs for the next Pro Tour that are sealed, and we will be playing those.
Yes. At least half of us has been invited to the Minneapolis thing as content creators.
Yeah, by the way, they sent us more information today, but none of it answered any of my questions, and so I'm sad about it.
Classic.
Do we want to do a signing? Hey, chat, if we do a signing, will any of you come to our signing?
Okay, wait. So, should I play Rock Priest, by the way?
Oh, so what did we...
We drew Slaughter Singer. Oh, wait, you can't see that.
No, we still need to play Overgrame going Farmland, I think.
So you want to play Farmland with the intention to play both 1s-on-2 again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, if we just play Rot Priest, we're just doing nothing next turn, and it's...
Yeah, I guess I was kind of just hoping to top deck a land. Okay, that sounds pretty bad. Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah. Don't know if you can get your hands on enough Mina Harkers to make it worth a plane ticket for the signing. Yeah, basically, as content creators, we can just, reserve... There's, a space in the content creator lounge, and we can apply to have, an hour to sign stuff and play against fans. But I feel like they were, space is limited, and I'm not sure if we need to sign things, you know? And we'll be, busy playing PTQs.
Yeah, I suspect we shouldn't do this, but I don't know for sure.
But just, if you all really want a signing and promise to come, you can talk me into it. Would we have a pile of packs of Pygow? I was told we could request product to give to fans, so maybe. We could even bring the Pygow Cube.
Oh, we could bring the... That's a good idea. Alright. So, I assume I should play both 1-drops in some order.
Yeah, I don't think the order matters that much, but I'd probably play Ropreet first.
Yeah.
Can you shrink our hand a bit to make the cards visible?
Oh, crap.
Just make that smaller. Perfect.
Okay.
That's great. The Pygow Cube is sick. If you have interest in playing it, I will have it with me in Minneapolis.
Also, Will, you can come and hang out at our house as well as that. But that offer does not extend to everyone in chat, but does extend to at least some people in chat. You know who you are.
I'm now viewing chat by watching stream.
Nice. Do you think I can come hang out at our house?
No, you gotta stay in your apartment.
Okay.
Gain control of our thing? Wow.
I mean, that's very bad for us, I think.
Yeah, it makes our Destroy Evil a lot worse, too.
Yeah, but what are we supposed to do? I think we kind of have to slam Bloody Contaminator.
Yep.
Besaging this Skrelv and then, not playing anything seems unhinged.
Yeah, and playing, Slaughter Singer, Leave Up, Stand seems also pretty bad.
Yeah,
so.
What could go wrong?
Yeah, maybe they don't have...
Hottie Jin?
Visagi doesn't let us search the land, does it? Because it's our Skrelv.
It does not. Also, this is an important update for chat. I've almost finished the official System Magic restaurant guide for Minneapolis. It will be releasing in the next 4 days.
Nice.
I will give no specifics beyond that, as I do not have them. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to stay with you, the PT. Well, I get my own bet.
I did not make one too. I think I'm just gonna look it over and possibly add one or two things.
Yeah, well, currently the biggest barrier to me... Wait, what does attack mean?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Maybe he thinks it can't be blocked instead of it can't block.
I think we should block.
Yeah, let's block.
All right. I mean... I like the boss one. Visible boss. All right.
Nonsense.
Oh. You know,
okay.
I'm pretty happy with that exchange.
Same.
Yeah. Okay. Now I would probably go land singer.
Yeah, that's what I want to do too.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't think we were. That was definitely like a show of weakness. I feel like.
Well, maybe they just have a lot of counterspells and always get things off the table though. Like, what is a show of is a little complicated.
They could have another Twilight. They were like quick to fire off the first one because they have another one.
Could be, but we'll just obviously stand that.
Or like, yeah, witness protectioning, I guess, makes sense because of Skrell. Like, they have to get the Skrell out of the way.
Yeah.
The Skrylev, sorry.
So, chat, here's the biggest barrier to my food guide releasing actually right now. I basically put in all the restaurants that I highly recommend into the list already. And then I asked friend of the stream Max Magnuson to give me a few vegetarian recommendations, and I might like put them in some. And he gave me quite an extensive set.
I see.
And I'm not sure yet if I'm gonna like have a separate vegetarian section or like I haven't decided how to handle this information in my restaurant guide. But that's the current situation that I'm dealing with. So anyway, that's the barrier. I would say my section is 90% done.
If I add my own, it'll be called the Uptown Addendum because my favorite neighborhood in Minneapolis is Uptown, and all the restaurants I ever go to are all in Uptown. And so, if you happen to be staying in Uptown, I can tell you where to go. But if you're anywhere else, I'm useless.
Am I staying in Uptown?
No.
We are in Kingsfield, Max.
Uptown is between where we are and the convention center, though.
As far as will you get a bed, the situation has not been entirely defined, but probably.
We live there. Yeah, we are Minneapolis locals. Andrew and I are.
Greg's a Minneapolis local. Okay.
You own a house here. I just rent.
I do, in fact, own this piece of property, or at least some portion of it. But yes.
Yeah, well, we will definitely... Oh, where's Uptown, like, up dog? Yeah, actually, ironically, in Minneapolis, Uptown is south of downtown.
Okay, let's attack.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're going to do post-combat exactly, but there's no way it doesn't start by attacking.
Yeah. I don't know.
How did I finish in the RC? Oh, wait. You were my first loss in the tournament. So you're the person who went on to finish second? If so, congratulations. I started out 8-1. Oh, nice. Well, congrats. Yeah, I saw both of the two people in the finals were people who beat me in the Swiss rounds, in fact. Hashtag unlucky. But yeah, I started out 8-1, and then I lost 8-2. And then I lost 4 in a row to finish 8-6, which was pretty brutal, actually. But I did have the best breakers of, I had some of the best breakers in the tournament, actually.
Okay, so I think we should play our spells, but in what order?
I'm debating just playing Crawling Chorus, and if they do nothing, maybe just saying go.
That's reasonable. Let's start with this.
Yeah, let's start with Chorus.
Because I think there's no way we're not playing Chorus, right?
Yeah.
I mean, our opponent has been known to counter Crawling Chorus. But yeah, maybe just doing nothing is right if they resolve.
It kind of feels right.
Yeah, I think it's right. Let's do it, Greg.
Because
Seems
if we
good.
draw a land next turn, we're pretty rewarded. I feel like.
Yeah.
Well, and like even if we don't, like, we're just kind of forcing them to react before we have to do more stuff. Is kind of the point. Like, okay, like if they just pass here, then I don't know. We can just attack.
Yep.
Yeah. Eventually, they'll take enough poison that they'll have 10 of them.
Well, I assume they're going to play the 5-mana draw 6 here. Does that happen?
Oh yeah, that is a lot of cards.
Well, the thing is, I think now we can play the Blooming Contaminator and make their draw 5 awkward.
Yeah.
Right? Like, my proposal is like we attack here, and then assuming they do nothing, we'll like post-combat play Blooming Contaminator and force them to counter it and delay them drawing cards. And I don't know, hopefully we can get enough damage in the meantime.
Yeah, I'm wondering if you want to play Ganjo or not.
Yeah, that I have no idea about. I was wondering the same thing.
Kind of depends what they do. If they do nothing, though, I think I probably would play it.
What are you playing around by playing it? Make Disappear?
You make disappear.
Yeah. Okay, I'm down, I think.
Nice.
I don't have any creatures yet. We have sort of have one. I don't know.
And they're in check. If this resolves.
If this resolves, we do control creatures dealing a total of 5 toxic. Also, Greg, I didn't actually know that the person who you lost to who top 8 tournament was Von Ducky, but that's a username I'm familiar with.
Oh! I had never heard that username. But I know their actual first name, but maybe I won't say it on stream.
I know many usernames that appear in the Moto community on occasion.
Okay. Yeah, of my matches, I lost to Grixis or Red Black Atraxo like 4 times. The one I lost to early was like not a close match. The other ones were all insanely close matches, but that one was not very close. I kind of got crushed.
Here's a fun fact, though. Did you know that Esper had a positive win rate against Red Black Atraxo in the tournament?
I did not know that, actually.
It was a 52-48 against them.
Wow. I did not help with that. I went like 0-4 against it, or 0-3 maybe.
Yeah, basically all the Esper players other than Greg just beat it constantly is the thing.
Yeah.
Esper had a great tournament. Like, its only losing matchup was against Red Black Mid, and it was like 48%.
Correct.
Okay.
Well, I think it was the best. I'd play it again. I don't have to tell you.
Same.
Despite the fact that I did horribly in the tournament. Anyway, let's bash. I don't really know what's going on. Karsten released it on Twitter is the answer.
Frank Karsten on Twitter, yeah.
I guess he only put up like 6 matchups for Esper, but I assume it did pretty well.
Okay, well, I assume everyone's about to draw a bunch, but let's play Thicket, I guess.
Yeah, well, they would have. I guess they couldn't draw a bunch last turn. Yeah, you're right.
Well, yeah, last time we savagely delayed them, but I'm pretty worried about them drawing a bunch of cards, untapping, playing Hottie Jin with 6 layers of protection up, and us being dead. But I don't know what we're supposed to do about that. So
maybe they don't have it.
Oh!
Wow!
That is a show of
Insane!
weakness.
They just have a handful of counterspells?
I guess. If so, they're about to lose to the most motley crew of toxic creatures ever.
Ooh.
Should I play this first?
There's no real reason to.
Well, there is, right? Like,
Well, they'll just do it in response to the Rot Priest.
Oh.
And they can always, like, unless it's like a thing that affects attacking creatures, it doesn't really, like, gain you anything.
No, that's true, you're right. So we should just attack.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Or, like, unless they, like, flash in a blocker that we want to, like, stand our guy is the only other thing.
I don't think that's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, Max loves playing Reno thing. Oh, wait. Yeah, I guess I already shared the Nathan story on the stream before, but yeah, Max has never played around a single card in his whole life.
You can share the Nathan story again, I think.
Is it me being bad?
No. Well, it's not even that. It's okay. So when you were playing against Abe, you didn't respect Giggs' command at all, which I think was probably a mistake. But I wasn't sure it was a mistake, and the reason I wasn't sure of that is because I've seen you play a lot of aggro decks in my life, and you love not playing around sweepers, right? And I was talking to Nathan about this, and Nathan was like, shouldn't Max be really experienced at playing around sweepers because he always plays aggro decks? And I was like, no. You clearly never watched Max play an aggro deck a single time. Max is really experienced at making them have it. And Nathan, like, gets this utter look of disgust on his face, and I'm like, yeah, that's how you win with aggro decks. Stop respecting their wraths. Yeah. And then Nathan's like, I'm never playing aggro again. That was his comment.
Oh, what's this? Phase out.
I mean,
Okay.
I can just do this, right? Like, they die if they don't counter it. I don't know.
It is a lethal spell, I suppose.
And
So
it's
that's
not that
how
bad
they-
for us if they don't, like, even if they counter it, like, there's not that many spells that counter it, right? Because, like, they can't make disappear, they can't
Yeah, sure.
scatter. Like,
It seems pretty good.
I feel like this is clearly right.
I like it.
And I guess just do it for 0?
Wait. What if they have like the bounce spell?
What
Aren't
bounce
we
spells?
way-
Do they play bounce spells?
Yeah, they play
Yeah.
Fading Hope.
Oh, that's true.
Because the way that they might make this play if they had it, and then we're way better off like playing the Rock Priest post combat, and then if like they later bounce something, then we just stand them and they die.
Oh, okay. I'm down for that. So you want to just let this happen?
Yeah, I think I just let it happen.
No, wait.
I
You might be right.
guess the only downside is if they top deck the draw spell.
Wait,
Yeah, I
if
think
they tap 5 for the draw spell, can't we kill them? We can.
Well, no.
We can play Rot Priest.
Oh.
Timer stand it for 2, get a trigger.
Ah,
it's a
you're
3
right.
card
Oh, right,
destroy
you're right.
evil itself.
Yes. Great
I've
choice.
actually never thought of that.
Okay, yeah, so we just let this happen for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I assume they'll counter the nope. Okay, so now we can just say go.
Yeah.
And they're just in constant check.
And their draw was really bad this game.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think this draw may be of a quality comparable with their deck. Like, there are probably decks worse than Mono Blue in Standard. I can't name a single one, but probably there are statistically.
Mono Red. Can I interest you in Mono Red?
That is competitive, yeah.
My Mono Blue opponent, actually, talking about I had some of the best tiebreakers in the entire tournament, my Mono Blue opponent from round 1 did make a show of it. He definitely day 2'd. And I think finished like X5 or something. Maybe X6 also. But
Okay,
like,
interesting.
So can I defend myself a little bit against Andrew's wrath allegations?
Yeah, you could have
yeah, obviously. That's why you're here.
So I think if anything, I play around wrath too much. Still. Because like I often am looking, I'm always looking to, but I just am like, it's usually right to play into them because if you play around them too long, then like their mid-range deck just gets better, and like you're gonna lose to their deck anyway. So like the main way to beat them is to make them have it and then hope to rebuild. But I think in general, I'm just the type of person that is scared of everything and plays around everything, and I just know that it's right to often jam. But I wish I jammed more.
Yeah, Max, I think that might. I'm not to be clear. My allegations aren't that you're playing incorrectly.
Okay, sure.
My allegations are that most mid-level Magic players play around Wraths massively more than they should.
Mm-hmm.
And you might play around them very slightly more than you should, but are much more well-calibrated than average.
Yeah, but in the match against Abe, my brain was just like mush, and I really should have played around that wrath. It was like obvious. But
I think the Abe match was a hideous punt mostly because his block just hard implies he has it.
Yeah.
Like, because you're not playing around against a command he might have, but because, like, given that he makes this block, you're playing around against a command he factually does have.
well, and the thing I gained by losing to it was like meaningless. So yeah, it was bad.
I think that was likely a mistake. I don't know. I feel like in general your response to Rats are often like, well, if they have 2 kill spells, then I could lose if I don't play this guy. If I play this guy, then I lose harder to Wrath, but who cares? Wrath's pretty bad for me anyway, and then you always play it.
Yeah.
I feel like that exact reasoning has happened numerous times when we've teamed.
Yeah, it's kind of how it always ends up. You think really hard, and then you're like, well, I guess I'll just play all my guys.
Yes. What if the second match is the one where the
yeah, I did realize that. I was like, maybe we just got lucky with the first one firing off so quickly, and now we're going to have to wait for hours.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
You have to play around Rafts with Esper much? Is that a thing that happens in Standard?
Not too much. Esper's you're pretty good at kind of playing around them by accident.
Yeah.
Because, like, for example, okay, so, like, against Depopulate, like, you draw a card from it. So, like, if you have 2 guys in play, you don't even really care. And you can also leave up the plaza. So, like, it's pretty easy to, like, kind of only ever lose 2 guys even if you control 3 guys.
Or you can slam AO into a likely depopulate, and that's just like embarrassing for them. Like they depopulate, you activate AO, and sometimes they just die. Like
yes. So it's pretty depopulate basically sucks. And the 6-mana 1 Farewell or like Wandering Emperor or sorry Eternal Wanderer are pretty scary, but like mostly against those your plan is to Thalia / stroke them, like not let them resolve. So like basically I always jam more guys than 6-mana ones, and making depopulate bad is pretty easy. Yeah. Is my response. Is the way I tend to play it. I wonder if Esper will still be the best deck at the PT. Gray, do you have a prediction on this question?
I predict it will not be.
Okay.
I don't know what I think will be, but I predict.
Well, though it sounds like you're predicting the field.
Yeah.
The field is a reasonable prediction.
Well, I feel like the field is just okay. I think the more interesting question is like red black midrange, Grixis or Esper versus the field.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I'll take existing decks, but I might be wrong. I agree that it's close.
I hope the field wins. I hope there's some new deck that's cool, but we'll see.
Even if that new deck just destroys Toxic?
I bet it'll be bad against Toxic. New decks are usually bad against Toxic.
Okay, it's time to take a quick minute from me on my side computer to craft this deck on Arena just in case.
Oh no.
Yeah, we are approaching 6 minutes pretty quickly here.
Craft some audacities, you know?
Wow, I dropped for my 2-0 Esper League for this.
You weren't going to finish it anyway.
Oh, I certainly wasn't. I was 0 to finish it. But, yeah.
Okay, here I have Toxic built, but I have to update it. I'm sure this is a very old Toxic.
Yeah, why don't you can import the list by Googling Max McVety Toxic.
Oh, great idea.
But anyway, so, yeah, to talk more about the new set, the thing I think is most interesting in the new set is that, like...
Did you know that it auto-corrected to Max McVety Clue token?
Wow.
Wow.
That was the suggested thing to Google.
That's great. Okay, so what I was going to say is, I think the thing that's most interesting about the new set is that I think green was super bad in Standard for, like, many reasons. And I think green might have gotten enough to be playable.
I mean, it has a really good 2.
Yes.
Is that what you're talking about?
That's a big part of it. Not it's like it's the only thing I'm talking about.
What's the 2?
The 2-mana 2/3 that
whenever it hits something, it surveils 1, and then you can put a land from your bin into play.
Ooh.
Wow, I had to craft no cards.
Yeah.
I don't know what deck that would... Yeah, there needs to be like some new deck.
Yeah.
Well, yes. I don't think it has an obvious home. That's what I think is interesting. Look, I don't know what Saffron Olive called anything, so I couldn't tell you if that's what he called Dorsborn in the set. I think it's pretty realistic for constructed, but we'll see.
Wait, he said that was the worst rare in the set? What about the like rare that's just Pyroclasm?
Yeah, that rare's not great. Basically, that claim is laughable. But anyway, so it also might be possible you could play that card in the 5-color Atraxa deck that's like kind of mono white. The classic, what I want to do is play this green 2-drop in my kind of mono white deck, but yeah.
Nice, yeah. Love that.
Okay, the queue has now reached 6 minutes. We're getting pretty
But we did play one. Let's give it another minute, I think. Plus, I'm still... Am I saying I don't believe in City on Fire? That's not the card I'm talking about. I'm talking about the one where Ren and Chandra are both there, like, looking battle ready, and it's just a Pyroclasm.
Oh, Teal's really coming in to ask the hard-hitting questions. Max, do you have an answer?
Oh, Tyler's here. So Max, was Dreamhack Toxic a good deck? So funny story. I was sitting at the airport, and I hadn't talked to Tyler in, like... 2 months. I just sent him the red-black aggro deck and the Toxic deck, and I was like, which one should I play? And he said Toxic, and then I just locked it. No, Tyler, I think it was a bad deck, but I played well and got lucky, mostly.
I did talk to a random person as your top 4 match was starting, because the random person was like, wow, like, I didn't even think Green-White Toxic would do this well. I can't believe it. And I was like, well, like, Max McVety is one of the best aggro players on the planet. And then he was like, oh, that makes sense. So.
Yeah, like, with me going, like, 12-2, it had, like, a 49% win rate. And not that many people played. So it didn't do that well. But none of them had Audacity. And Audacity, I think, is pretty big. So, who knows?
Okay, should we switch to Arena?
It's you need to make that call because I'm biased.
I'm firing it off.
Okay.
I'm firing off the Andrew's tired of waiting. Switch to Arena.
Okay, wait. Can we put up the screen is starting soon window real quick?
Do you want to see this start? We think
That's
it's
fine.
starting arena. I don't care.
Okay. Like, they get to see how messy our desktop is. That's embarrassing, you know?
Yeah, and then I make fun of you for it. It's good.
I guess it is. I do more on this computer than you do, so.
Yeah. So, anyway, we're switching to arena now. Bear with us.
Hopefully, this will also go quickly. Be Right Back is just a file on the device. Here, I even remade it, right? With the new art just today. Except you'll still be able to see Max. We'll be right back. Anyway.
Okay. So now we fired off?
Yeah, so, okay.
So Greg is now driving, just
Yeah.
for those keeping track at home.
Okay, there it is. Play, find match.
Wait, you don't have the right deck selected, right?
No, it's fine. It's there.
Why is it called Poison Paradise?
Because it's a Toxic reference.
Ah, okay.
As is Addicted to You.
Yes.
That's old Toxic, but now it's a Poison Paradise.
Oh, wait, this reminds me, Chad, we need to share an
that's
important Max McVety story, which is that Max McVety agreed like 3 times that he would karaoke the song Toxic after he qualified for the PT playing Toxic. He agreed to this multiple times in the course of the weekend, and Greg was going to sing Toxic with him in a duet, even though Greg didn't play Toxic. And then Max sadly had to go visit his brother and was unable to karaoke with us, and therefore did not live up to his promises.
So Max owes me especially one karaoke Toxic.
Yeah, I think owes you specifically is most accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can still happen. Minneapolis is only a little bit away.
Yeah?
There's actually a decent chance we have karaoke literal at our house at some point during Minneapolis.
Yeah. Max, what do you think about this hand?
Oh, it's so bad, but we probably keep. Like I hate farmland so much, but I think we have to keep.
Okay.
On the draw, I mean,
I did not sing Toxic so. Notably, it was like Easter Sunday.
Yeah.
There weren't many bars doing karaoke.
wait, so do we risk it or do we just play farmland? We're against presumably mono white.
Like no, yeah, it's pretty bad to risk it.
Well, I mean, if we get punished, we'll get hard time walks. Will happen, but
I mean, we do get to at least leave this up, but
yeah, maybe we should just play the farmland and be sad.
And on the draw against mono white, it's a bad matchup. We might need to take a risk and just like play the Rot Priest and.
Yep, it's your call, Max.
I think I'm down to risk it.
Let's risk it. Let's go for the Rot Priest.
Despite me piloting, I'm gonna let Max make all decisions.
You can do that, but you have to,
Excuse me.
have discussion that informs the.
Oh no, I understand.
Alright, let's do it. Let's draw Razorbird's ticket.
Yeah, friend of the stream, Ben Whites, by the way, has already requested that we do karaoke at our house during Minneapolis weekend.
Okay.
I don't know if it will actually happen, but it may happen.
Nice.
I would say it's going to happen with 40% probability.
Okay, that's higher than I would have guessed, I think.
That was too bad. At least we didn't get our thing destroyed.
We savagely played around the Lorian.
High.
Oh man, we can.
God.
So Duelist. Let's see. How good is Duelist? Like, what kind of thing they could play?
Well, they don't
announcement.
have wedding announcement because they wouldn't have played Naked Loran before
Yeah.
the announcement.
Like, they
They
probably have some Emps and stuff, you know?
Yes, I think Wandering Emperor is the card we should put in their hand the most. Maybe like Sarah Paragon?
I guess against all those 4-drops, like Hive is probably just the best play.
Yeah, so do you want to play it?
Yeah. Against her Paragon, we could destroy Evil It and play Duelist.
They also might have second Lorian, that might explain their play, but like, we're just not that sad if that's...
I think playing on that is not really realistic. Oh wow, that's an insane choice. Does he miss a land drop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're in business.
Bad news is we're gonna also miss a land drop.
Okay, so what do we do now? Like,
I might play Skrelv, leave up Stand.
I mean, that plays great, except that it's mana inefficient. Max, are you aware that you told me that you should never be mana inefficient?
Yeah, but in this case, it seems pretty good.
Yeah, okay, I agree.
Just like playing a 2-drop and getting it killed doesn't sound very fun.
That does seem like also they missed their 4th land drop. Oh, now they hit.
Okay, now they hit.
In this way, like our future 2-drops won't just get killed because we have the Skrelv.
Yeah, and if they go to kill the scrub, we can stand it. Okay. Well, that doesn't really do anything, per se.
Yeah, we're doing okay. Land would be good at any point, but not yet.
Should we destroy Evil the Paragon and bash?
Yeah. And probably just pay life to do 2 poison.
Yeah. That seems very
What
strong.
are we gonna protect?
Yeah. We have nothing to protect. It pushes poison damage and it turns on lifelink, so it's like seems like it's good on many levels.
Yeah. I guess we didn't need to kill then, but
Well, the issue is we'll have to discard to hand size.
oh, then we didn't need to kill.
Yeah, like I was thinking the same thing. We could wait, but then I was like, well, wait. If we do that, well, like it's pretty awful. Yes, just a classic 1-drop into farmland into no land for 3 turns game.
Yeah.
But maybe just like Skrull's Hive and a Dream can get there.
Oh, this is the best Lorien activation ever. We're gonna have to discard a card.
Well, yeah, I think that might still be okay. What do we discard? Is it Contaminator or Duelist?
It might be Crawling Chorus.
Oh, because that kind of makes sense, actually.
Well, we could
I
play
kind of
like
like.
chorus, leave up stand next turn.
Hmm.
I guess that's not that good into a Wrath.
Well, Chorus is better into a Wrath.
Wait, I just want to discard Duelist bad card. Thoughts on that reasoning?
I just think it's in this matchup it's actually decent because it will kill them so fast with the Skrelv. Like
Okay.
in this situation, it's like it might be better than like the Singer, possibly. I kind of want to get rid of the Chorus.
Okay.
Okay.
This is not what I would do, but it may be correct. It's kind of an unknowable situation.
I just don't really see us doing the play a bunch of Chorus, leave up stand. I feel like
Yeah.
we got
Well,
bigger fish to fry.
I don't think it's necessarily that, though. I think it's also possible that we might just, like, play a 2-drop plus a Chorus for several turns, or, like I don't know.
My plan next turn is basically to play Duelist with stand up. Oh no.
I mean, we could just kill the Wandering Emperor. It's not that bad.
Yeah.
Without Skrelv, I kind of just want to play 2 things.
Yeah, so I guess we probably have to send both things at Wandering Emperor because I guess if it lives, it's really not that big of a deal. Maybe we should just send 1 and 1. Oh no, yeah, because
but if it lives, they will be able to just make a 2/2 out of it, right?
Okay, sure. Let's just send both at it then.
I kind of think saying both at it is the right play. Like, I'm not saying it's a huge deal, but it seems better than dealing them 1 toxic.
Yeah. The fact they can just get a 2/2 makes sense.
Or like they like play a thing and pump it and then make it. I guess probably the way to do, but yeah.
I always try to look for those plays because it's easy to send everything at the Planeswalkers, but sometimes it's right to
split. Yes. Oh, very much agreed.
Yeah.
And with battles, that's actually more important than ever in Limited right now.
Yep.
The split against battles is like very underrated, I think. But anyway.
Yeah, and I assume Duelist Chorus.
Duelist chorus is what we want.
That seems pretty reasonable to me.
Okay. I like it.
Well, the idea is, right, like, Slaughter Singer is best kind of as our late into the game when we have a big board built up, and I don't know, Duelist hits hard, and of course lets us play around Wrath like a little, even if it's not as playing.
And playing Contaminator is like bad against Ossification or Lay Down Arms.
Yeah.
I kind of love that our opponent keeps using this Lorien. I mean, I get that they're missing land drops, but
Right.
Yeah, they can only play 1 big expensive spell a turn, sort of.
yes. I don't think it's clear that what they're doing is right. Although I wish Ben White were here to witness Lorien's active ability being used because he loves that ability. But anyway,
I think just land alpha probably.
And the seed core is the land.
Yeah.
So you don't want to play Slaughter Singer?
No, there's no real reason to.
Well, it gains us more life, but it's not a huge reason.
Yeah, I'm more just like I want to be informed by what they do
Okay,
before I make a choice.
I'm down. I mean, I think they're going to Wandering Emperor. I mean, this is a pretty telegraphed number, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And are we gonna stand?
Well, they might
I
make a
think
2/2.
so.
Oh.
Like,
Yeah,
if
no,
I were
we
your
can-
opponent here, I'd make a 2/2. No. Okay.
Okay.
Stand.
Yeah, stand and no need to pump. Just...
Yeah.
So here I think we might want to worry a little bit about 6-mana Wraths. Because our opponents are missing land drops, so like I think it's pretty likely that their hand contains at least one 6-mana Wrath.
Yeah. That's true.
This
now
so,
even...
yeah, they have it.
Yeah.
How much poison are they? I think we'd probably just play nothing then. Or, yeah. So, yeah, damage.
Oh, yeah, I guess Chorus doesn't matter through any of the 6-mana Wraths either.
We get to draw a card. Lyrics. Oh, they're dead. Nice.
Oh, they're just dead right now? Wait,
Yeah.
I don't think they are dead.
No, I think
I think they might.
Max
I think they might be
right.
a little bit dead. And only 8 poison?
Oh no, Max is wrong.
I'm wrong. That's unfortunate.
Does
I thought
that
we
make
got for 5. Okay, there. What happened?
Well, they blocked one thing.
It was 5. They were at 3 before.
Oh, then I'm just bad at math. Okay, that's cool. Then in that case, I definitely like just nothing.
Well, wait. Should we play Chorus so that it can attack next turn?
Well, but what 6-mana
Well,
Wrath do you think
6-mana
they have?
Wrath.
Oh,
They just need with chorus.
you're right. Okay, never mind. It never makes sense. Okay, let's pass.
Yeah.
Also, I guess they get to make a 2/2 post Wrath worst case scenario.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Okay.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay.
Well, yeah. So I was asking because like playing Chorus isn't good into Farewell, and it's also not that good into Wandering Up, or sorry, 6-mana Wandering Up.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, cool. We get to try out that Johnny. I never actually got to try Johnny out in the
Really?
tournament. Yeah.
Well, we
I only
tested
played
some.
against White once.
Yeah. What else do you want to bring in?
I like Destroy Evil.
Makes sense.
And I was cutting all the Duelists and 1 Audacity.
Oh, the Audacity. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, like Audacity is good and all, but you board in Destroy Evils and stuff, so you can only have
Yeah.
so many non-creatures.
This is a classic limited player moment where you say, well, you see, when I have less creatures, I have to have less things that rely on creatures.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Or you can just not do that and like lose.
But see, Greg, I prefer winning to losing, famously.
Have you ever lost with like 3 Rabid Bites and an Aura in your hand? I sure have.
I try to avoid it. Well, I try to abide by the rule of like having 14 or 15 creatures if I have more than 3 of those.
Ooh.
But anyway.
His hand?
I mean, I assume we sneak this.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really know what we're hoping for if not this hint.
Yeah. And I think we lead on Rot Priest. Let's think it through
Seed
though.
Core?
'Cause yeah, definitely Seed Core. So let's see, if we play Skrelv, they kill it, and then we're sad. And if we play Rot Priest, they kill it, and we're happy. So that sounds good.
Wait, what does the statement "It's so weird saying you cast cards that cost less than 3" mean?
Oh, it's because I played Karuga this weekend.
Oh yeah, if anyone didn't see my great hypothetical on Twitter, it's great.
It's also so contextual. Like.
Oh yeah, it's definitely unknowable, but it's
Yeah.
a great hypothetical.
Hmm.
Do we just keep slow-rolling the Skrelv? Is that the play?
Well,
We could also play Rot Priest Skrelv on the idea that if they kill the Skrelv, then they take a poison, and they're going to take another poison on the Rot Priest, so like...
yeah, I kind of want to play Rot Priest Skrelv, because then they can protect... Like, I guess maybe there's no world where if we untap, we're playing Contaminator because we're scared of Wrath, and like maybe that means we should...
Well, I think that might be possible, though. I think maybe we just, like, aren't in a good enough position to respect Wrath to that extent. Maybe that's not true,
Yeah.
though.
I think it's fine. I think I like Skrelv Rot Priest.
Well, wait, you should probably Rot Priest first, for sure.
Yeah, they don't have white, but yeah.
Well, okay.
Sure.
It could. I guess it doesn't matter at all, but it is certainly better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe they have gut shots.
So just really quick though on the Kruger question, my poll was: say you're playing Kruger in sealed, you're on the draw against the good aggro deck. How many good 2-drops do you have to have before you board in 2-drops and board in the Kruger decompanionate?
Yeah. But, like, I don't know. There's some really important 3s if you want to have Kruga. Like, I think the 2/2 fire that makes a 1/1 is super important. And the bounce spell that costs less. That card is cracked in Kruga decks. Anyway.
Max, pay attention. This is the limited format you have to play.
Yeah. No, that's... Pay attention to what should we do? Should we just bash?
I think we just they missed the land drop, so we'll
Yeah,
just
and
cut
then
to
play
them.
this. And play
Yeah.
Murex or Plains?
I guess plains is
I
better.
guess Plains is better.
No reason to get fielded on that. Also, we want to not attack with Skrelv, right? To protect Contaminator.
Yeah, just the
Okay.
Rot Priest. I
Yeah.
think. They don't have a removal spell, but they might draw one. Or
Apparently they have Cathar's Commando, huh?
Wait, do I want to now activate?
well, if they trade, they don't get to kill our Skrelv. So maybe we.
Wait, why don't we just activate anyway? Because they can just kill our Skrelv, then kill our Glowing Contaminator if they have a kill spell.
Yeah.
So, like, in what scenario is it worse to protect our guy?
No, because our commando can kill. I'm saying there. I see. I'm saying if we protect the Rot Priest, then they can just use commando to kill Skrelv on our
But
turn.
next turn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they can do that anyway.
Well, no, if they
Not-
block, then this will be gone.
Oh, sure. I see what you're saying.
What do you think, Max?
It's very complicated.
Yes, I've never been in this scenario before. It's kind of strange. I think I would just let them trade. I don't really care about this Rot Priest.
Okay.
I don't. Okay, the situation is not as simple as deny them options because in both scenarios, we're giving our opponent the option to trade for the Venerable Rot Priest, but we're also denying them the option.
And we could, as chat points out, Iganjo and then play Chorus.
Oh, we could.
Do you want to do that?
I want to
Might be
slip
better.
Contaminator because they can't
Yeah,
kill us.
yeah, let's do damage. Let's
Okay.
let's go to damage.
Okay.
Just okay. So our opponent's at 1 poison, right? But now, they can't Oscillate the Contaminator because we have Skrelv. They don't have the lance. They can't lay on arms ossification. Can't they just not kill this thing? I don't know.
Yeah. That's kind of a shame, but. Yeah, I think I would attack and play Chorus Contaminator.
Make all legal non-Aganjo, non-PC game actions.
Yeah, I guess they could wrath us, but at least them would be mirroring and Crawler scoring them.
They also just don't have a 4th land. We're talking about the scenario where they peel a 4th land and have exactly to populate. I'm not that interested in playing around something that specific. This is a make them have it angle for sure.
I love making them have it.
Mm-mm. Make them have it and make them do it.
That's weird for them to do in that order.
Our opponent just loves activating Warren to a pretty aggressive extent.
I mean, I guess I'm going to play this Seed Core, right?
Sure.
And then
Might
attack
as well.
for a bunch.
Yeah, and I guess we might as well seed core our crawling course, huh? Why not?
Sure, yeah.
Well, for one thing, we're actually not that far from killing you with regular damage.
That's true.
Our opponent's at 9 life right now.
They're at 6 poison.
Well, okay, those are pretty close numbers. 6 poison is the same as 8 life, essentially. So...
But our deck is much better at dealing poison damage.
Well, that's true, but you never know. What if we just draw Audacity, Greg? A card that does not help with poison damage at all.
Do we have... Oh, no, we do still have those.
We have 3 of them.
Oh no.
I mean, that isn't that good. They can't play the thing right now.
Yeah, I was kidding. Yeah.
I thought you were just concerned about it, on principle. But,
No, I think they're just really bad.
Everybody Dougie?
Yeah.
I'll play a Murex first or something?
I like playing Brushland. Now we can at least pretend we have stand.
Oh, that's true.
Do love to pretend to have stand. And I guess from our opponent's perspective, it's actually kind of likely, because if we had stand, we haven't been able to cast it all game.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
So that's cool. I assume our opponent's going to try to kill off their own Lorien to Paragon it back, but the fact that their Paragon will then die means they're kind of in huge trouble.
Oh, love this block. They're dead, right? Yeah, they're just
Oh yeah, they are actually dead. Yeah, that's true.
Max with the... Now, I want to ask an important...
Oh wait, you have to pump. You have to go for normal damage kill.
Oh.
If you pump our guys, it's normal damage.
Wait, I'm gonna see what we draw first.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely go for it. Yeah, worth it.
Definitely go for it has been called.
So that they die with lethal proliferate on the stack.
Well, we won't want the responding to our proliferate by saving ourselves good. That would be a ridiculous decision on our part. Also, I appreciate that you picked our avatar accordingly.
I felt like it was a strong choice, you know?
Yes.
I also picked the pet.
Okay, so far so good.
Yeah, haven't lost yet.
This is the mind. Yeah, I mean, look, this is good. This is quite the stream, you know. So this hand can go Skrelv into Skrelv's Hive.
Oh, it can. Yeah. I'd keep. What could possibly go wrong other than not really cast anything? Yeah.
I mean, if we cast it 1 into 2, ooh.
Do you want to play that instead?
So wait, what land did they play? Are they like Esper?
It looks like they're probably Domain Atraxa.
Oh boy.
Or they could be Dawn's, the Esper Slogurk deck.
Yeah, probably Domain Atraxa.
Yeah.
Like basically, there's a reason to play either one because if we go Skrelv into Skrelv's Hive into Contaminator, we might want to have Skrelv in play. So it's not like totally clear, and like it might be nice to like save Rot Priest for when we have stand later. All that said,
I want to play Skrelv, I think, but I'm not sure what's right.
I think I'd play Skrelv.
Okay.
Mostly just this deck is pseudo mono white, and if we untap with Skrelv and pseudo mono white, it's great. And what if they simply don't have Later Arms?
Ooh. Okay. Yeah, definitely like the Hive. Like, do they play counter spells or anything weird?
I don't know what their deck is, but
Well, now they play Basic Island. I'm confused and lost.
Yeah.
Is the short answer.
So like it could be right. Okay, that's fine.
sorry, what did you want to say?
Well, now we're committed.
No, right. Sorry.
Yeah, I think this is fine.
Wait, are we not attacking?
Oh, well, we might as well attack. Yeah.
I thought we were going to attack. Yeah.
First.
I thought we were going to attack, hold up Tyvar stand during the combat step, and then play presumably.
Okay. I made some rash choices.
So it's probably good to just make plays eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah. What could
I mean, I've been trying to let Max make all decisions. I thought that was a moment.
That's like not realistic is the issue. Yeah.
Especially
Yeah.
I'm not the best arena player either. It moves
because of the thing.
fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are forced to make some plays occasionally as a result of the road.
Okay. Well, now I kind of I haven't played this matchup before, but I assume we're in okay shape with like a protected Contaminator.
Yeah, seems reasonable.
That seems pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, they have a bunch of drag to the bottoms, right?
So, okay, I've never looked at this deck. Do they have like?
So notably, they cannot cast drag to the bottom at the moment, as it requires 2 black symbols.
Do they unilaterally play drag to the bottom, or is that just some of the lists?
I don't know. Oh, MSJ says they might not have drag.
Yeah, I think there's a version that's basically mono white.
Okay.
That's
with like one of each basic, and that could be this.
Yes. There's
Ooh,
basics
they missed.
That's great.
Wow.
There's basics for herd migration is the point.
Yeah.
Okay. So we could just force our Ruling Contaminator through with the idea that then we have Tyvar stand up.
Also, we could play Myric's attack and pump our Contaminator to 7. A double block.
Oh, that's pretty great.
What kind of 5-mana spells does this deck? I don't know any cards in this deck. Like, what's the worst they could do next turn?
I don't really know.
Then, like, I assume we should be somewhat scared of a Wrath, and the stand doesn't stop the -X Wrath. So I think I'd go land, and then attack with
Contaminator.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is most likely the white version, in which case they have some depops. Chat says 2. I don't know exactly.
Oh no, dog cameo has been redeemed.
Okay, I'll get Scipio.
Okay, go get Scipio.
And if they just take it, we can just like start going crazy with Myric's maybe.
Yeah, just chill.
But I don't know.
And if they double block, we're doing the thing, right?
Yeah, it seems pretty good to do the thing. Oh, a little scared. Okay. I'm trying to decide. I guess it's annoying because we can't cast stand.
Oh, that's true. That's very awkward.
So, but either way, I think I just.
We have a nice dog for you. Welcome this friendly dog. So you just want to say go and Mirex?
Yeah, like it seems like they're a Wrath deck to some degree. It's a little hard to tell without. I guess we could look up a list, but that seems like cheating.
Oh yeah, don't be ridiculous. We're not doing that.
Yeah.
Oh wait, so does Xander's Lounge mean that they're now maybe the other version? Yeah, I also don't know. We're really well informed about this deck, chat. Don't worry.
Ooh, more hives.
Which we can't cast, notably.
Oh yeah, we can't cast anything. That's cool. Everything's cool.
We also now can't stand.
Oh, now we can attack with all the 1/1s because Seed Core's on.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, that's great. So let's just alpha.
Just
then.
alpha. And if they double block here, it's just fine.
Yeah, sure. Alpha seems good.
Well, I mean, when I say alpha, I mean non-Skrelv alpha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could force that through, but that seems a little greedy.
So you see what I sort of mean about like once you're corrupted, like your deck is actually good.
Yeah.
Classic. Once you're corrupted, your deck is actually good.
I mean, I assume we're just gonna activate on both of them, right?
Yeah. Sounds great.
I mean, who needs to cast any spells, really?
Yeah, might as well just wait until we can like draw some lands, player spells.
I mean, our opponent's also at like a lot of poison at this point.
Yeah, 6. Okay, I assume they're gonna play something crazy soon.
Well, presumably, but even if they drag us to the bottom here and like straight up wrath us, right?
Ooh, a show of strength.
We keep the hive. It's like
Yeah.
it's not that bad. Ah, the Kami War. I see.
Okay, I kind of feel like they're dead.
What does Kami War do?
It kills
exile
something,
target.
but they're just
Okay.
dead.
Oh, nice, sweet, good game.
Classic the Kami War. Oh god. See,
3 literal uncastables in hand.
Alright, so against this deck, which apparently is the Kami War variant of Domain Atraxa.
I did play against this deck at the PT2. My opponent cast 2 whole spells in the match.
I believe this is the Malira matchup.
I think it's probably in a Johnny matchup.
Johnny matchup. Did they not like attack us at all, really?
No, they don't really attack us.
No, I mean, they have
random
Vorax.
They have like 2 copies of Vorak.
I mean, we saw 2 in the last game, but...
They might have like 3.
Okay.
But like...
I thought they played 4.
They have very few creatures. They have like Vorax and Atraxas, and I think that's it.
Okay.
Does Destroy Evil do anything?
It kills Atraxa.
Do they play Fable?
It kills the Kami War.
That's true.
Is killing the... I didn't get to read the whole Kami War. Is killing it good?
I don't think so. I think it's... Okay, I'm going to propose a sideboard plan.
Yeah, no Destroy Evils. Some of Johnny's.
That is my sideboard plan. Oh, Matt says they probably have Leyline Binding. Wait, I think Matt's right, actually. So maybe Destroy Evil hits like enough things.
Oh no, I just finished my water! I have to go get more water.
Well,
so I can hydrate more. I've been too
pretty
hydrated because
medium.
I'm a little sick, you know?
But if you like this card against Mono White, I feel like you're obligated to like it here.
No, because Mono White has millions of like... Do they have like... Wedding Announcement?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, no, not really. Okay, so you want to board in some of these for Audacities?
Yeah, I don't know if I want 4 Destroy Evils, though.
Maybe like a nice 2-2 split?
Yeah, a little coward split. That seems fine.
If only Greg were here to see his cowardly split.
I love the coward split!
Okay, sure, we'll just coward split. Yeah, this seems fine.
You should know, Max, that I hate the coward split.
I think Toxic did really bad against...
It's always that way. You
some
find
version
the
of
one
this
you need
deck
when you
at
need
RC.
it. You never don't find the one you need when you don't need it. Okay, I'm gonna hydrate now.
Scipio would never coward split, Greg. Scipio's no coward.
Wow, this is the most chill Scipio's ever been for a dog cameo.
He's I think getting used to coming down to the basement. He's not as concerned about it now.
We keep having this farmland.
Yeah, best card in the deck, farmland. We're on the draw. How can we mulligan, honestly?
Yeah, and another thing about my list is most people I think have been playing like 3 or 4 farmlands. I only played 2
Because the card's unplayable. That makes sense.
So you want to keep Max?
Max is gonna sigh and then say keep it about 15 seconds.
yeah. That's all right. Let's just skip that part.
Oh, they played Magic together for too long. It's.
Well, I don't think it's like Rafine Tower and Esper because Rafine's Tower I would play 0.
Ooh, maybe now we. Oh, that doesn't really help us that much actually.
It kind of does. We can play Crawling Course into Audacity.
I don't like Audacity does nothing though.
Well, no plan is perfect.
I think I would just play farmland and be sad.
Okay.
Just take your,
Can you do the be sad part? I'm not very good at being sad.
Yeah, Greg is not going to be able to help us with that part. Ooh, we can double chorus now. Wait, be careful.
I do not think.
We could just play Skrell's Hive.
What does their deck play?
They could not leyline binding it, which is nice.
Max, they're kind of like mono white. Like I think they have like laydown arms and stuff. Although maybe this version is Dragon instead. We're not sure. They have some number of rats, some number of kill spells, and they eventually hardcast a track. So that's the deck.
Yep.
Okay. I guess I like no. I'm just trying to figure out how important this Mirrix is later. I guess it's actually not that important. So maybe just 2 dudes now is good.
2 dudes now?
I think 2 dudes now is good. I don't think it is that important. Like, once we have the farmland in play, our beta base could even be described by some experts as functional.
Yeah, and I don't really see us like super needing to like go like Slaughter Singer plus Audacity next turn or anything. Is sort of what I was trying to think about, but yeah.
Marcus, there is definitely a build that plays Laden Arms. I'm not sure if this is that build, but I know for a fact that that build exists. This might be a build without it, though.
Ooh, that's a nice land.
Do we just slam a Johnny, or do we play other stuff?
So we could play a Johnny with 2 more loyalty next turn.
Yeah, and I guess since we're trying to get to alt quick, maybe more loyalty is the right way to play it.
I kind of think it is. I don't really see anything wrong with hiving.
Sorry, say that one more time.
Hiving is what he said.
Hiving.
So do you want to Audacity?
I don't want to get blown out by like some kill spell I don't know exists.
Leyline Binding is the card.
Leyline Binding is the card, yeah.
So maybe just hive, attack, go.
I guess, yeah,
that's
or
the play, I
attack.
want to attack first.
Yeah,
Sure.
attack, hive, go. Seems fine.
And I mean, I like that our hive kind of baits out the Leyline Binding for our
Also,
Johnny.
if we Audacity and they Leyline Binding, we could Besage you it, although maybe that's too scary.
I think ramping them is scary.
Yeah.
But I guess it is sort of true that if we Audacity and they like, we could just like play Audacity anyways. Yeah, I definitely want to play hive. We could just Audacity now anyways, just because if they leyline binding a Crawling Course, like good for them.
Pretty happy. That makes some sense.
Just like force in the Toxic and then let them blow us out.
Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
I think that might make sense. It's kind of deranged.
Yeah, it is a deranged play, but it's
like everyone's like, so this guy just had the Audacity, didn't play it, attacked me, and then slammed it. But I think it all kind of makes sense because the issue is we really don't want that. We think that basically them hitting Crawling Course is fine, but them hitting Crawling Course where they don't take a Toxic for like Corrupted and whatnot is not fine.
Return to nature.
Oh no, Glissa.
Oh.
Hey, MTG Hillbilly, thanks for the follow.
Why?
See, now Andrew gets to hear follows too.
Well, I guess we have to play a Johnny and be sad, right?
Yeah, and we're just gonna start like chumping the Glissa.
I mean, that's fine. We have all these Crawling Courses.
So we're gonna play a Johnny and plus.
Yeah, it's all we got.
Yeah, I mean, Skipgo's not a baby Ewok.
Hey Jeff, yeah, someone redeemed a dog cameo, and so there's the dog. Do you want to put that on the top or bottom of our library?
Ooh, wait.
It does allow us to kill Glissa in combat.
Oh wait, yeah, we want it, but they see it.
Yes.
Yeah, they have seen it.
But we might want it anyway.
Want it?
Maybe we want it anyway. I think it's the only way we can really beat the Glissa.
Yeah.
I don't know how else we can really do.
Well, we can like chump block for a while and then use a Johnny ult. Is that
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah, but I feel like stand is fine with that plan too.
Yeah, I think it's hard to imagine not topping the stand for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, the baby Ewok does also occasionally lick my nose here, but that's just his lot in life, as it were. I can't.
Do I want to chump with this one?
Yeah, I think you do. I think drawing a card is good.
Yeah. Easily play green, draw a card in our deck. Hi, Scipio. Look at the camera, Scipio, so I'm gonna see your cute face. I know you want to lick my face, but you gotta be part of the show here.
He does kind of look like a baby Ewok, you know?
Oh, I think that's a very apt statement.
Plus?
Yeah, plus sounds good.
I mean, we're setting up pretty well for the Johnny ult. Like the Johnny ult, I think is gonna beat our opponent. I mean.
Yeah. Okay, we just drew a card. Nice. I guess I would attack with the one that can't block and leave back jump.
Leave back
blocker.
stand and Mirex?
Well, no, I mean, just like don't attack with the chorus.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But I think we might want to play a guy of some sort.
Yeah, I think we want to play a guy for sure. I would just play probably Contaminator.
Because it costs the most mana,
Yeah.
Also, I guess they could the Kami War this down.
Can you time our stand permanence? No.
I doubt it.
No.
That would be very sad.
Well, you can target permanence with what's the one that Modern Hammer plays? Blacksmith skill. Blacksmith can randomly target permanence.
And Tameo's safekeeping.
Yes.
Which we could play in this deck. I think at some point I had a plan to board into Johnny and safekeeping first mono white, but time has
Also,
passed.
they can attack us.
Well,
they get to deal 3 damage to a Johnny anyway.
Oh, well, we're still block. Yeah,
I mean, maybe they want to draw the card, but
they could take lots of game actions that will result in us blocking.
Yeah.
Well, that is not going to beat us at all.
Yeah, it's actually good for us.
Yeah. Unless they have a follow-up that... Oh, yeah, okay.
Now we're dead.
Well, that's pretty good.
I mean,
We're not
dead.
Let's see. So...
I mean, I think we should play 2 things. It's just which 2 things, right?
Yeah. I guess it's just Contaminator Duelist.
And yeah,
that makes sense.
That seems reasonable.
Yeah.
We don't leave a Tyvar stand, but probably they can't kill both our things, and then we'll be able to stand through.
And we just need to spend our mana because we have Mirix. Like.
Yeah. Ah, yes. Hardcast Atraxa is happening. What could they possibly find? A lot of biz.
A lot of biz.
That is some biz. Oh. Let's see. Is it better to... We were definitely sending both.
Do you want to play this first?
Well, they have another Atraxa. Is sending both even good?
Well, then they have to cast the Atraxa.
I guess that's true. Okay.
I guess they can go Atraxa Binding next turn.
Yeah.
But maybe playing Slaughter Singer is good then.
What's their other card? So they have a Forest, Atraxa...
Forest, Atraxa, Leyline Binding, and Bank Buster.
I guess they kind of want to cast Atraxa. So actually, I would just play land Slaughter Singer
Bye,
go.
Skippy. You want to play this Singer go?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense to me.
I don't even know if I would save anything if they... No. We just have to... And...
Ouch. Do we want to make a 1/1 and go shields down?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. A 1/1 is about as good as any of our permanents, Greg.
That's true.
Are you aware that it is Infect?
Okay, attacking is maybe becoming beneficial. I think we should attack and not kill their guy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when they go to land binding us, though, then we'll get them. They're obviously land binding the thing they're blocking.
Yeah. I mean, you just know about this stand, don't forget.
Yeah. What are the odds they play?
As you can see, it has the eye symbol on it to indicate that.
Yeah, like basically my plan is just sacrifice Contaminator to do 5 poison. Seems like a thing we're willing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a very logical plan. And then we can, like, what, use Murex and play Jawbone Duelist or something?
Yeah. Well, I think they probably are going to binding, and it might be worth the binding to save a guy to do 2 poison.
Oh, that's true, that's true.
We'll just see what happens. Yep, sounds good. Cut down. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
I think it's probably better to just. So they're gonna probably.
Kind of feels like we should let it resolve. And then just replay this and say go. Or do you want to protect it and force them to use the binding?
It seems to me like it almost doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of want to just make the most mana efficient, like spend all the mana and play Duelist and make a Murex.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, but I think if they then go for the binding, we should save it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, it's not that much value to our tower stand to... Yeah, okay. Now we're going to do it, though.
Yeah.
And they're obviously going to target Blood Contaminator, right? Right. So wait a minute. We could pump our Contaminator through the Atraxa now.
Yeah, but then they get to draw a lot of cards.
Yeah. It might be bad. It does deal 2 points.
We do have to worry about death.
Oh, death is almost certain at this point.
Wait, we could save the Blood Contaminator, hit them for 3 poison, and then play Duelist. Is that bad?
Yeah, then them playing Atraxa, well, I guess it's...
Okay, sure. Yeah, I like on the Contaminator actually now. Yeah, you sold me. Do it for enough to trample through. Yeah. This makes some sense. Yeah, now they're like maybe they won't draw cheap things.
Right.
Yeah.
Look, it's not a flawless plan, I would say, but you lose. Also, I would proliferate their Bank Buster, Greg. It's legitimately.
Yeah, actually, right.
Because we don't want them to make a pilot more than we care about giving them more opportunities to draw cards.
Insane thing that just happened, but yeah.
I mean, it's not important. It is right.
Did they leave Forest up?
Apparently, yes. I don't know why.
Okay.
I predict they just got by Arena.
Yeah.
Well, they're tapped out, so that means we can put them to 9?
Yeah.
Yeah. 9 is a little bit less than 10.
But that means maybe we can arrange some sort of Rot Priest scenario where...
I can Forest. Let's go. Alright.
I guess you can play that if you want to. I don't know.
Yeah, might as well play it. No reason to
they
or
must
not to.
block a thing, and
Yeah.
maybe they'll just block the might for fun.
Well, okay, chat. The saying they only have 1 white is true. The statement they only have 1 black is false. And holding up black for their cutdowns and whatnot would still have made sense. So, like, they definitely got caught by the auto tapper. But yes,
should I
they
do this? I guess it doesn't really matter.
I just don't do it because maybe they'll like, I don't know, Gix's command or something. We can save our guy.
Classic. Maybe they'll get his command. Okay. Well, what if we just kind of agree that 9 is 10 as a society?
I'm a mathematician. I have a PhD in math. I feel like I can make that happen for you.
Yeah. Thanks, Greg. That would be appreciated. Well, like, it's kind of like how, like, 9.999999 repeating is 10.
Yeah.
In much the same way, how about 9 and then 0.00000 repeating is 10?
Nice. Yeah.
Because it's, like, rolled over from the 9 to 9 is the thing. Okay. Nothing wrong with a nice little Plague Wind. Our friend has multiple removal spells up and multiple blockers. Nice. I mean, I think we might have no outs right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of feels like that.
I mean, you should use the Murex and draw a card, but do so quickly because we have no outs. All right,
Ooh,
great.
that was
Concede the
half
game.
Or we could play it and pray.
Hope they play.
Okay, sorry. The classic.
That's a great out. Have I heard of 3 blue, 1 brown? Yes, I've definitely heard of 3 blue, 1 brown.
Yeah, I think probably should just concede.
Okay, so what we've learned is our opponent has, like, kind of a lot of enchant. Oh no, I guess we only saw land binding. I'm wondering if we want more destroy evils because it seems like maybe they have a lot of removal, so Audacity is like kind of terrible.
Yeah, Audacity seemed like it just did nothing.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this config, Max? None of us know how to decide when this
Yeah.
matchup, to be clear. We're just figuring out.
Yeah, I think the variable actually seemed okay in these games.
Yeah.
And
Mostly.
all those sideboard cards seemed bad.
Well, yeah, our deck is clearly not designed for this matchup. I assume this is not a good matchup for Toxic. But I don't know that for a fact.
On the play, though, we can just hopefully kill them.
A lot of love in the chat for whatever 3 blue 1 brown is.
Oh, you would like it. It's a math YouTube video.
I'm surprised you don't know it.
We sneak this, right?
Max?
It's not amazing.
It's no
But
one
yeah.
drop, but like the perfect hand otherwise, basically.
Yeah, that's key.
Okay.
Like, are we really gonna mull Hive into a Johnny and with like, I don't know, any castable spell? Are we really gonna mull any hand that we ever draw?
Clearly, no.
Hive?
I don't know. I might want to play the singer.
Oh, to like, because DPS? Is that the reasoning?
Yeah, like I just think that we need to pressure them a bit more than Hive.
It's just that if they play Xander's Lounge, they can kill our Slaughter Singer for 1 mana.
They could kill our Hive for 1 mana too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, true. Yep, okay, well reasoned. Punish per minute, someone misunderstood which I close recessive. That makes a lot of sense, thank you.
Do they
That's
play
a
the
great point.
Bant? Do they have the Bant land?
Yes.
in play?
Yeah.
Max, I'm shocked you don't know what this land is because you've seen me play this land millions of times.
That's impossible to know.
Yeah. Read.
So, given that we don't have the land, do we play Johnny here, or does that just not change anything?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. Like, the line of just, like, play another thing and leave up stand is, like, pretty reasonable. I guess it would be probably Slaughter Singer.
Yeah. At some point we can destroy evil to get a stinger back.
That's
That's
true.
nice. Thinking.
Well, what if they play Fable? Is that something we should worry about?
Dude, I don't think they have Fable in their deck.
We saw
saw
it
it.
last game.
Oh, we saw it last game. Oh
For
man.
tracks.
I guess playing Slaughter Singer is kind of good in that, right? Because we can stand to save it and then free our other singers. We can attack with both.
Yeah. Okay. Let's play singer.
Okay.
I think that is the best against Fable.
I mean, it seems
think
like
so.
against our removal spell, they're all equally bad for the most part.
I mean,
Right?
isn't
Yeah.
this the best one against a removal spell?
Well, I guess so, yeah.
All right. I guess attack.
I love attacking.
Greg often speaks about how much he loves attacking. He likes attacking people, places, things.
Okay. Now it's interesting. I kind of am tempted to.
You don't want to just play 2 things?
Well, I definitely want to play Chorus, but I'm thinking about Destroy Evil versus Hive.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure they have. I guess they could have Sync Binding, yeah.
They could also have drag to the bottom.
Maybe just playing Chorus is good. Well, both
But-
kind of play around Jack to the bottom.
Yeah.
I kind of like Chorus Go.
Okay.
No, I think this makes sense because, like, the downside of putting 3 things into play is we play into Wrath. But if one of our things comes into play with Flash, in essence,
Yeah.
then we're better against Wrath. And
Well, and like we could play Hive, but Hive doesn't do anything for like 2 turns, and I feel like time is of.
Yeah.
the
Also,
essence.
for the 3 blue 1 brown comment, that's why their YouTube channel is named that. They actually have heterochromia in just one eye. Grant Sanderson, the guy, does, and so he literally has like 3/4 blue eyes, 1/4 brown eyes.
that makes a lot of
Just fun
sense.
facts.
I feel like this is okay.
I mean, I assume we want to free this, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they missed every time.
I mean, we are playing into cut down, but that's okay.
Why wouldn't we play to cut down, honestly? They don't have it. They've never had it in their lives.
So yeah, we could bash with everything.
I mean, isn't that clearly what we're doing?
Yeah. Let's do that. I was just thinking more about like if we probably don't. Well, everything will be cut down proof, but it won't be spell. It won't be binding proof.
Well, they can't cast.
They
one.
can't cast Binding off Black.
Oh. So we. Oh well, they have Wrath, I guess.
Well, if they have Wrath, then we should probably... Wait, we could save it because of Wrath.
Yeah, we could save it because of
We
Wrath.
could save it and play Hive and say go.
That makes a lot of sense.
We could just... Yeah, I think I like that.
That seems pretty great to me, because like
Yeah.
we're playing the Ajani alt plan again. We're like, we'd much rather cast it for 4 mana because we're playing to alt it, etc.
Yeah, and just getting the Hive down eventually. I want to get it in play at some point. 6 poison.
That's a lot.
I'm
Yeah.
kind of shocked that we're in this game, but we somehow are. Because like our draw was not very good.
By the way, what I mean about Grant Sanderson, aka 3 Blue 1 Brown's eyes, is like literally like on his body, he just has half of one of his eyes is brown, and the other like I'm not talking about his genetics. Like I'm just talking about like if you look him in the face.
All right, so we just bash.
Yeah, bash.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything we can draw off of Johnny
Yeah.
that would
Okay.
change her mind. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, our spot is reasonable.
Do we want to
Pretty
play
rapid.
this first? I guess.
Yeah.
I guess we could
Sure.
play this with the idea that we can painlessly play any one
Sure.
we find.
Sure.
Yeah.
Both Max and I are like, this couldn't matter less, Greg.
Ooh. That seems bad.
That seems bad.
It can free a Johnny, but I think it's pretty terrible.
What color are Crawling Chorus's eyes? Red.
Yeah, I think that one is actually pretty straightforward to answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, the Verno might be unleashed, but what's also about to be unleashed is the 10th poison counter.
Woo! Let's go!
Well, we have not lost with Toxic.
We
on this
sure
team.
haven't. It's too good.
Maybe Toxic was broken all along, Greg. Do you regret playing Esper?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
I would play Esper.
I would play Esper again also.
I'll be right back. One
Okay,
second.
I think we'll probably play one more when
Yeah.
Max gets back.
Mm-mm.
That'll complete the 5. One on a classic 1 on Moto, 4 on Arena stream.
Yeah, really appealing to the audience who likes a mix of Moto and Arena.
Wait, I should have switched this to try and earn it before the reset. Green
Wow,
or
you
blue
got
sets.
owned.
That'll never happen.
Mm-mm.
Realizing you have no idea what a Johnny does. Yeah.
Okay, so what it does is it has a very bad plus ability. Assume it has no text. True force approximation, it pluses to nothing.
It's like draw 1/3 of a card.
Yeah, but then it has -6. You get an emblem with whenever you cast a spell, target opponent gets 2 poison counters. So the point of it is that if you play it, and then you plus, and then you plus again, and then you minus it, you win the game.
Yeah.
And in matchups that are controlling, your main plan is to do that.
How much like Charmeleon is bad at Johnny?
Quite a bit. Like,
I think he's a
quite
ton
a
like
bit.
Charmeleon.
Yeah,
I think
it's-
he's one of the highest Charmeleon scale rankings that we've ever had on this channel.
Yeah,
if
like
I'm being honest.
okay, we tested this card a bunch, and at first we were like, okay, well maybe we could have it in for many matchups. Maybe it's a good card. Then we played it somewhere like, this is not a good card.
Yeah.
Like maybe it's a good plan to cheese out Mono White, but boy, it is a bad Magic card. Anyway.
Also, if Jeff's still there, I still, in my head, every time I play against a Johnny, I call it a Naj. Because for some reason, our other brother referred to a Johnny as a Naj exclusively. Have we posted our Esper sideboard plans?
No, but it seems kind of weird to do so given that standard is like over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeffrey, Steven, whenever we'd play Commander and he'd play a Johnny Planeswalker, he always called it a Naj. I have no idea why. He just loved doing that.
Okay, Max, I would like to mulligan this hand. What are your thoughts?
On the play? Are they just like dead on turn 7 or something? Yeah, we should probably mulligan.
Okay.
Let's mulligan. Is that our first mulligan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Wow, this hand way better.
well, yeah, I mean, that's an incredibly low bar.
What card would you like to put on the bottom? Brushland?
Audacity?
I think Audacity could be good to have in our hand. Maybe Hive?
Really?
No, second Hive.
I just love Hive so much. Maybe not. I mean, it's better on the play though, for sure, right?
Which we're on.
I'll defer to Max.
Probably just Brushland.
Okay.
Okay.
I much prefer. I don't want to second Hive. I feel like second Hive is our plan for the game. Like our plan for the game is to play 2 highs and then laugh at our opponent.
Yeah,
I'm
Hive.
excited for that part. We better do it.
I don't love turn 2 Hive. I find it sets you up for failure sometimes, but
Do you want to play the singer?
well, it went turn 1 Black Red land.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't Black Red the matchup where turn 2 Hive is at its best?
Yeah, I think in this matchup I would play Hive.
And then don't worry, we can always play another Hive. If one Hive is good, two is better. That's how that works.
Oh man. Yeah, I guess I would play second Hive.
Do we want an Audacity on this might?
Nah.
I think that's pretty dangerous.
Can we laugh at our opponent now?
Greg, you really went for like a we're laughing with them vibe, and I was going more for a derisive laughter.
Hi,
but...
Greg Michael. Have we met?
But you know, oh yeah, this easy win from here. So Max, can I interest you in a nice Slaughter Singer plus Audacity turn?
Yeah.
Those are all the cards in our hand.
Sounds good.
It's kind of hard to get away from it.
Let the regular damaging begin.
Nice. Love that trade for us.
Oh, we draw a card. Oh my god.
Oh, and play it.
Really? Oh, I forgot that was turn 4.
Yeah, me too. I assume they're gonna like Brotherhood ends us or something. I guess it's not even that bad.
I mean, they
People
also
don't win.
Huh?
they don't make the card.
Oh.
Yeah.
Never mind. I mean, the Atraxa decks sometimes do, and this. Whoa! What?
Okay, you lost me.
Oh, I'm very, very confused.
Okay, it's the combo deck.
Oh.
All of that makes sense with it being the combo deck.
So, like, can we afford to, like, does the dragon dying kill us? Is there too many treasures or something? I don't know how this deck works. Again, there's another deck.
Well, it's complicated. It's not as simple as the dragon dying kills us. Like, having the dragon not in play also harms them because it's a combo piece.
It's a combo piece.
Well, it's a combo piece, but the treasures also it's like unknowable. I think in general we should likely just try to kill them as quickly as possible and attack into the dragon is most likely we should do.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, like, should we?
So we could
play
just Audacity both of these, play Slaughter Singer, and then now these are attacking for 5.
Well, I was thinking about Slaughter Singer plus Audacity Slaughter Singer, one of them in Alpha.
I mean, that makes sense too.
That's like max
I think
damage.
I think I like Greg's play.
Okay. Well, we're definitely gonna do that.
Yeah, Audacity on one, Audacity on the other, and play both Slaughter Singer.
Why do you like Greg's play?
Because this is more damage.
I don't want to lose. No, but then we just suicide the token. It's no difference, right?
Oh yeah, that's true.
I'd rather not suicide anything.
Oh, I see.
Like, unless do they have Wraths in their main deck or something? But
No.
I think, yeah, then I like this because then we just like keep the engine kind of going.
Max, to a first round approximation, this deck is Grixis, where they're cutting interaction for like combo late game stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't have much in the way of like Wraths or anything like that.
Should I play that or hold it?
Might as well play it.
I think you kind of want to play all the lanes in this deck because like stuff like Mirix exists.
Yeah.
Especially and Audacity in play, like, who knows? Could just draw like stuff.
But also, like, there's kind of always a scenario. Imagine your top 2 cards are both Mirix.
Yeah.
In that scenario, you're always punished for not playing the land. So it seems pretty hard to ever do.
Ew.
Okay, I know that that's a part of their combo somehow.
Yeah, but we're fine. Don't worry.
And now, yeah, things. We have lifelink. Okay, I guess we just alpha, and let them block, and then we'll think.
So you don't care about the Slaughter Singers? I guess that they're pretty fine to attack. Yeah.
Well, and we can save them.
Yeah. Okay. This is a pretty great attack. Also, their life tool's under threat as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we could just like go. So let's see. If they make that block, they're going to 14, and we could pump way more than 14, right?
I assume they're just dead if we.
I think Reflection first, but it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah, if we pump the guys
5,
to get through.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They're at a virtual 14. So if we do this, I guess we can't, but that's fine.
We had to Secor first, but it's fine.
So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, they're dead by 1.
Yep. And the only thing they have is Cut Down, which doesn't stop us.
Yep.
Sounds good.
I guess I'll do the trample one.
Sure.
Sure, in case they
Follow your heart.
Regular damage! We did it!
Notably,
We did
that's
it!
Second regular damage kill.
I feel like that's worth a like and a follow, you know?
And actually, I don't
got-
think they play Agandro, but I could be wrong. I believe they just have Tranquil Co's and not Agandro, but yeah. All right, Max, didn't we make a sideboard plan for this matchup at the tournament?
Yeah, but I forgot what it was. I think
Well, okay,
I
so
think we eventually decided no Annex Sentry.
yeah, we discussed Annex Sentry a lot.
Okay.
Because it can exile Blade of Shared Souls or KG tokens.
Okay.
But we, in the end, weren't sure that was actually good enough.
Okay.
I think we were planning to just bring in Destroy Evils.
But for
Were we?
what? Audacity? Is that what we said? Wait.
Like I cut duels against everything. Are they cut down? Like basically, if they're like
Well, they're a cut down deck, so maybe this.
yeah,
And then we talked
Maybe, like-
about Malera, but I don't know if we decided we liked it or not.
maybe I like 2 duelists, 3 Audacity for some kind of weird.
Well, I mean,
What-
you'd much rather draw 1-1. That like could make
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
But then what would
Yeah.
you put in the last slot? One
Yeah,
Annex
wait,
Sentry?
we're done-
Oh,
we're
no,
done.
we have
We
60 right now.
Oh, I'm
That's
sorry.
60. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if this is right, but it is proactive, so it's pretty fun.
I don't know if it's... None of us know if it's right. Don't worry.
Yeah.
We to be clear, chat, what happened here is, like, we did no testing against the, like, weird CFT soak combo deck at all.
This seems like a clear keep.
Great hand.
A sneep, if you will.
Yeah. I mean, not as Sneep as the 2 high fan, which is just the greatest hand ever. But yeah.
I'm gonna do this because we don't have any choices.
But when Max at the tournament, there's a chance he was going to play against CFT Soak in top 8, so Max and I rapidly made a sideboard plan, but we were uncertain of many things. We never played a single game of the matchup. So, you
And
know,
nobody has.
that's the current situation. But-
Max, what would you like to do on this turn?
I would like to attack and play Hive
Okay.
with probably Beseiju.
Wait, isn't Igandro worse?
I think Beseiju might be worse. Oh no, I guess we can stop their combo with Beseiju, though.
Oh, we can stop the combo.
Because we can kill Blade of Shared Souls.
Yeah, like in general, I like Agandra way more because it like forces through damage and doesn't give them lands.
Okay, we can play Beseiju.
You might still be right, Max.
Yeah, let's. I think I like Beseiju.
It's definitely more complicated than it normally is, but it may still be insufficiently complicated.
Yeah.
There's really a lot of people just asking for the rules text of every card in our deck in the chat, which I do appreciate.
All right. Well, we don't have much choice. I think I would farmland Contaminator.
Well, we could Audacity Skrell's Hive.
No, but I don't want to put the Audacity on the 1/2.
Okay,
Okay.
I want to put it on the.
that's
on the
reasonable.
1/1.
I'm pointing out we actually do have choice.
Yeah. So we're just slaying
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
Nothing.
Our opponent also does have some hideous mana problems, which I believe is common in their deck, because their deck is millions of colors.
Yeah. Is it just all slow lands and they accept doing nothing on turns 1 and 2?
I don't know.
Because that would be very funny. It's just like we don't have any 1 or 2 drops anyway. I assume we don't want to block here.
Wait, well, what are you playing
Nope.
around?
I don't know.
I assume we should block.
Like it's Brotherhood's End, basically, is what you're playing around.
Yeah, it's better against Brothers, but I don't know if they can even cast that card.
I mean, they just played a treasure.
No, that's what I mean. I'm not sure they play it in their deck because it's so hard to cast.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, this is tough, actually.
Like, I think that card is most likely not in their 75, and they boarded
Okay,
with a bunch of
then-
more removal spells.
I think they're just. This tells me that there's a wrath, so that this doesn't matter. If they don't have a wrath, I kind of.
No, I think there's color screen. They need mana. They have 3 colors in
Oh.
play.
I think I'd block.
Okay.
Yeah,
It'd
like.
be a lot easier with open deck list, but
Yeah.
Oh, with other decks, we would know. I acknowledge that if I knew they had
Okay.
brothers, then I might not block. But yeah, like, I think they would make this attack if they had nothing.
Yeah.
Is my baseline claim.
yeah, I got really used to open deck list. I can tell. Okay, so we have really good attacks.
Even with Slaughter Singer?
Yeah, Slaughter Singer and probably.
This does
right...
have Death Touch for the record.
It has Death Touch.
Yeah.
Oh, and maybe we want to Agandra that.
Mm.
And they inevitably block the 4/4.
Yeah, so you
Maybe.
almost-
So we can.
I think I would Audacity the 1/1 and just attack with Audacity guy and the 4/4.
Okay.
That makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah.
Since then, like, both our things, they don't have particularly good blocks on. They both have trample, and, like, the Gandra's going to get them, basically, is the point.
Yeah, then if they, like, don't make us a Gandra, we just Hive. And are happy.
Yep.
But they're going to block. I mean, come on.
And
Yeah.
we're just gonna fire it off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Elias Ilkor, Sadistic Pilgrim, is dead.
And we draw a card.
And there's nothing cute about proliferating the Fable.
No, it's actively harmful.
Oh, because then it has haste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are times when proliferating a Saga could make sense, but on Fable it seems pretty hard
Like,
to
what if
imagine.
they have no cards in hand? And it's on mode 1?
Yeah, that could make sense.
Yeah. I guess I like Hive, Chorus, Go.
Do we want to Slaughter Singer and attack with the I guess no, they just double block and it's not very good.
It seems pretty bad.
Okay, wait, you said Hive, Chorus, Go?
But I want to play Razor Ridge second.
Yeah, and Rage of
Yeah,
First Ticket. Yeah.
I was gonna do that.
Okay. Look, playing for Lightning, we came around with the snap block. We just wanted to tank and then block.
Yeah.
There's a slow snap block.
Okay, this is very bad. We're very close to being deceased.
Okay.
But we're not.
At this point, Blade will kill us.
Ooh, how about Destroy Evil? Does that help? I feel like that probably helps.
Well, sort of. I mean, if we kill AO, they'll get a 2/2 AO.
But is killing so Reflection's not a part of the combo at all?
No.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, them getting a 2/2
Wait, so what does that 3/3 do? They just I don't actually.
So
I
whenever
can't-
one of their legends dies, they get a 2/2 zombie that's a copy of the legend and is not legendary.
See.
So like basically, if AO dies, they'll get a mini AO.
And an AO trigger, which is very scary.
And an AO trigger. So Destroy Evil's basically nothing.
But like, what are we supposed to do? Just like keep taking 5 a turn?
And we could destroy evil it and like hope they kind of whiff off their AO and have nothing, and then try and get some attacks in.
Well, what if we played Slaughter Singer and attack with Building Contaminator, and then they block trample over with the Destroy Evil? Is that better?
We're gonna use our timeout. It's okay.
Okay, we have a timeout.
Yeah. That makes some sense. What if we though like attack with more stuff? I guess that's not very good.
Yeah,
Okay, we're definitely playing this.
I might just not attack. Attacking seems kind of
You
bad.
just want to take 5 from the AO for a while?
Yeah, because like won't they just block
Well, yeah.
and then they get a 2/2 AO and they get an AO trigger?
Yeah.
Destroy evil does not give indestructible. It is not the card you're thinking of.
Valor Stance is
Yeah.
not Destroy Evil. Yeah.
Should we? Wait. Oh no, it's a legend. It's all good. Okay, we're fine. I was
Everything's a
thinking
legend.
like, yeah, we need to kill Kiki-Jiki at some point, maybe, but
I don't think we do need to kill it. Probably ever. The deck is almost all legends.
well, it's like the only thing we can kill that
Oh
doesn't
wait,
give
it's
them.
great. If
more
they get
damage.
a copy of this and it's not legendary, then they can start Kiki-Jikiing it.
Oh, that's true. Yes.
So we just can't do this. It's so bad.
Okay.
Okay, I think we should kill. Okay, it's fine.
Oh, sorry.
Wait.
So now things are getting a little interesting, right?
Well, we're Dobbs if we don't attack, so we have to attack.
Okay, I'm gonna play this first.
Yeah. Sure. So if we attack with everything, they. Just wondering if we should destroy evil their reflection before we attack. Is all I'm really thinking about.
Well,
It's the only thing we can kill that like actually gives us like value.
I mean, I think we probably do want to destroy Evil the Reflection.
That makes some sense, I think.
Yeah.
But let's like just attack and then do it, right? Like.
Yeah. Let's just do it. I was wondering, like, we could get really fancy where somehow we like destroy evil, our own thing.
for the
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I mean that was possible, but it seems unlikely. Because like they're gonna block. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
And like, what are they?
Attack not so bad. We get through for. We could put him to 9 poison. Or
Yeah.
probably die.
And
There's
just
something
hope
crazy.
their AOs are bad.
And we're not quite done on the backswing. We are very close to done.
Well,
on the
we're
backswing.
about to gain a bunch of life.
Oh, right. Yes, of course.
Okay. We're doing something.
So if they find Blade of Shared Souls, are we dead?
Well, now I don't know.
Because it relies on the thing being legendary, right?
Yeah, like, now things are weird.
It's nice that it auto-selects proliferate.
Yeah.
So, well, now they have Sushi, so now we are.
Why are we dead?
Well, now Blade of Souls, Radabrick, and Sushi draws your deck and makes infinite mana.
Oh, okay.
So.
But don't they need to have the something else?
They need to have Blade of Shared Souls. If they find Blade of Shared Souls, we're dead.
Yeah, if they have it.
But presumably they don't. Okay, so they're playing a second Radabrick, which ends up making a Radabrick copy.
Okay.
That also isn't legendary. So now whenever the legendary things dies, they get multiple copies.
They're dead.
Okay, so we don't have
Wait, we're
lethal,
not.
right?
They're not dead.
Well,
We could destroy evil at Sushi and hope they don't find an instant speed interaction. But they even have.
No, but
they make 2 tokens, Greg.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
I think we just have to
We have
say
to
go.
chill.
We have to chill. Okay.
And what we're hoping for here is pretty simple. We're hoping to draw a creature we can target with Destroy Evil, or another way to target our creatures before they find the combo or kill us with combat damage. Which isn't that hard, actually.
A lot of things. Do they all have vigilance?
These ones all do, yeah.
Yeah, the ones that aren't at Sushi, the non at Sushi creatures all have Vig. Like,
Yeah, and also notably if they brick here, we have lethal.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true, because the +1 token is actually just very nice, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think we have to go for it, because we're not.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. If this is not a not going for it stream.
Yeah. Alright, jam.
Yeah, let's jam.
What could possibly go wrong?
I mean,
Well-
they can't target our things or else they die. Like,
Yeah.
Let's go!
Oh, man. Really getting the full 5-0 victory lap for Max McVety's special guest Toxic stream.
Well, I guess if you're looking for a place to start in New Standard, it kind of seems like maybe Toxic's a way to go.
I'm not going to commit to that claim, but I will commit the claim that you might see Max playing this literal deck at the Pro Tour and doing well. So there is that.
Yeah.
But you might not as well. I would say that Max is only like 60% to play Toxic.
Okay.
40% to field.
Okay.
How do you feel about
40% from some weird attacking deck.
Yeah, it could be like Gruul modified, classic deck.
Rule modified, huh?
Well, I don't know, maybe it gains the new set. Maybe it doesn't, to be
Maybe.
clear. I haven't thought about Standard for like a
Rule
singular
balance?
moment after exiting the RC. But anyway, so yeah, I think that's about it for today. Any parting words of your victory lap, Max? Anyone you want to thank for your fabulous RC finish?
Well, I guess I'll thank the Team Midwest Alliance. It was
Team
definitely
System Magic.
Team System Magic now. Yeah, it was a fun process. It was just like a small team, and no one. I got a little help with Toxic for sure, but I think our team Esper deck was quite good, so I was happy to like be a part of that. And shout out to my fiance Ruby because she's been putting up with me playing nonstop Magic the past 2 months.
Truly shout out to her for not putting Max into the doghouse, which is awkward because Max has a dog, so you don't want to go into the doghouse with it doesn't really work out well.
Oh yeah, Andrew is 100% to play Green White Toxic at Energy Champs. That's a good point. Hey Max, if I'm a viewer of this stream and I would like to find you so I can see some of your Twitter takes or other takes, where should I find you?
Yeah, I'm at _Max Attack with 2 X's on Twitter. I think RAW is releasing an interview article with me in the next couple of days, so you can hear a little more about the tournament from that.
Nice.
All right, be sure to check out Max's interview article and his Twitter. Hashtag Max is great. Get it trending, people.
This was super fun. I did not expect us to win quite so much, but it was really fun.
I mean,
Wow, full of doubt. That's the System Magic difference, you know?
Clearly, it was our very minute contributions to the games that really just made the difference.
Yeah, I think
What
we
if
were
rate-
very high on
what if we
strategy
rate
and
this
low on
person for
nonsense.
this reason? You know?
Sure.
Okay. All right. We're going to send you off to a stream called 019 because they're having a birthday stream. And, you know, we should go watch them because it's their birthday stream. So we're going to go do that. So I'm going to get that set up as Andrew says some things, you know?
Wow, what things will I say, though, is really the question. No, I think Toxic might be playable in the new format. We're going to find out. And, yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed seeing Max kind of take a victory lap on stream.
Yep, yeah, Max, well, this hopefully won't be the last time you see Max on System Magic. I'm sure he'll top 4 another tournament, and then we'll have him back. Or,
Yeah,
you
to earn
know,
my way.
yeah,
Sure.
or maybe not, and we'll just come back anyway. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. If you're watching on Twitch, go enjoy 019's birthday stream. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to give us a like and a subscribe, and maybe comment below your favorite lyric from Britney Spears' song Toxic that you want to hear Max sing at some point in your life. But yeah, thanks so much for tuning in. Max, thanks for being here, and System Magic out!
Okay, we're offline.
Okay.
That's fun.